Previously on Phoenix Wright's Spirit of Justice.
The bracelet. It really is Apollo.
Maddie's out there raising hell somewhere.
Oh my God.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? You doing okay? And now back to channeling people. This is NicoB, back with some more Phoenix Wright's Spirit of Justice. We last left off and completed our second investigation, and we had a really, I feel like, great moment with Phoenix. I feel like that scene where he was in the hideout talking with dads. I don't know. It was a good moment for Phoenix, and one I feel like I hadn't seen in a while. Like I feel a real moment of growth, and where I don't know. He sympathized with the rebels and their plight. I don't know, because it struck so close to home for him. I saw you guys say how Dats is considered to be sort of like the Larry of this game. No. I think this guy's way better than Larry. Way better. I mean, I definitely see sort of the comparison that he is a goofy-ass guy who's just kind of like, just all over the place, but not nearly the same level of annoyance as fucking Larry, at least in my opinion. I thought this guy was actually kind of funny. And this guy could also be serious, though. Larry was, like, never serious. He was always like, oh, dude, what am I gonna do? He was in Larry mode literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just because of fucking Larry, dude! But yes, we also learned that Apollo is the adopted son of Dirk. And Yuta is the actual son of Dirk. Even though they really don't look very much alike, though, do they? I guess he must have gotten the white hair from his mother. Ooh, man, it's got me excited, though. Curious to see where it's gonna go from here. By the way, I noticed something. When I went back to edit last episode, there was something that, because you got this piece of evidence first, it's easy to, I think, overlook it, but I realized that little golden ball that we got to unlock the secret hideout in the Warbad Bird was in the picture in the background when Maya was with Abbott and me, his wife, and Puhray Zeh'lot at dinner. In the back on the shelf was that golden ball, and I actually remember examining it when I was with Rafa, examining the house the first time. She actually, remember I examined it and she was like,
"Move, Barb Ted! I was seeing your face reflecting in the ball. It was ruining the image or whatever."
I'm pretty sure it's the exact same key thing that I got to unlock it, which I believe is suggesting that that Abbott and me, it most definitely was a rebel. Assuming that it is his, unless they're suggesting, oh, it could have been Puhray Zeh'lot, or maybe the wife or something. I don't think so. I mean, there's only one person of interest, I feel like, that's still alive in here, and that's the wife, right? But there are two people dead. So I feel like, I guess it could be that she killed them both, but I think it's more that one of the people that's currently dead killed one of the people. Like, I have a feeling that Puhray Zeh'lot might have killed Immi, and then the wife killed him in revenge, maybe. But there might be a possibility that she's Lady Kira, and she wanted to... Well, no, I still think the other guy was Lady Kira, because they mentioned how he came around the same time that she showed up, which is the same time that Maya showed up. So I think he is Lady Kira. But how she went about doing that, I don't know. There's definitely a lot of mystery in this one. It's not an easy one to figure out. Another thing I also noticed, and I'll point out when we get there, is I don't know, an unusual detail that I'm sure is going to get brought up at some point, was that the wife is wearing a steel samurai watch on her right wrist, and I'm like, what is the significance of that? That she's a fan of the Steel Samurai and not the Plume Punisher, which shows that she's not from here. Or is that a gift for Maya? I don't know. I don't know what the significance of it, but I'm sure it's going to play into something, because it just seems like such a strange detail to include. But anyway, guys, all right, trial day 2. Time to finish this shit. Let's get started. Find out who the fuck is responsible for this. May 12th, 9:34 a.m. High Court of Khura'in, Houston lobby.
Oh, God, all right.
I looks exhausted, but I can't blame her.
Nick, I was thinking about it all day yesterday. I never properly asked you to feed me, did I?
Well, you didn't really have to. I mean, come on. We knew this was gonna happen. The moment I came here, this shit was gonna happen. So look at that picture real quick. Oh, yep, there it is. So yeah, you see it? The golden ball in the back. That is the key. And also, oh no, it's actually on her left wrist. But yeah, see, she's got a steel samurai on her left wrist. That's gotta be significant, right? They can't just be like, that's just some random thing we're never gonna bring up. I mean, it's clear that the Plume Punisher is gonna
play some role in this. We saw a calendar, a little clock in the back room, the thing that Maya's holding, and then she's got the steel samurai. I don't understand exactly how that's gonna be like incredibly significant. So much I don't understand about this.
Doesn't matter. On this case till the bitter end. You are gonna both go out in a blaze of glory.
I know. That's why I wanted to officially ask you for your help.
Oh, for God's sakes, Maya!
Come on, just let me have this, all right?
You got it, Maya. Let's do this! We gotta wrap this up and get back home so you can make your dream show come true. The Steel Samurai versus the Plume Punisher, right?
No! I'm over the Steel Samurai. It's the...
Wait, what was it? What there was one that she was based off of, right? Like the Pink Samurai? Was that who it was?
The Pink Samurai versus the Plume Punisher.
Remember they added that character after that one case. It was based off Maya.
You bet your biscuits, Nick!
Oh, hey, look, it's my other sidekick, Mean Maya.
Shut up! You look as if you did not sleep last night, Barb Ted. It's written all over your face. How could you expect to put up a respectful defense like that?
All right, well, fire it up. We're ready to go. Shut up. I'm gonna put you in your place again, all right? You be talking smack now, but, oh, you're about to die later. Guess Maya's not the only one looking exhausted.
I slept great!
No, you didn't. You have doubts, I know it. Huh? Riva doesn't seem in the best spirits herself.
Huh! Go ahead! Feign confidence now, but you are still able.
I feel like you're just deflecting here.
For I will see to it that your last rites are read to you this day. Ah!
Okay, bye. Huh, guess it was just my imagination. No, it wasn't. Come on.
Ready, Nick?
Okay, Maya, let's head on in.
Let's do this, son!
Yeah. Go, Team Phoenix.
I thought we were going Team Maya.
No, this is dumb.
How about Team Burger instead?
No.
May 12th, High Court of Khura'in.
Lord, it just keeps going and going. I haven't had a trial last more than 1 day in 33 years. Now then, everyone is ready. The bench is ready, Your Majesty. Naida, you gonna say anything? We bonded some, right? You're actually gonna say something, right? Don't ellipses me.
Prosecution is ready. You are right. Yes, we have bonded.
Yay! That's what happens. We become friends and, well, not friends, but I've met you now. You can't do ellipses anymore.
Let's begin without further delay.
Oh, no prayers this time, Prosecutor Zamati.
I already offered my prayers for the latest victim during my visit to the crime scene, being that the accused has already been found guilty of the first murder. Let us hasten this trial so we may put this dead lawyer walking out of his misery.
Oh, you're gonna regret not just letting this shit go, Naida. You could have just let me die in the first trial, but nope. You're gonna push your luck and fuck yourself in the end. I could not agree more. Cannot wait to see his head upon my fucking mantle. What the fuck? What is wrong with this country? In yesterday's trial, the accused was already found guilty of murdering the high priest. And today she will be tried for the murder of his disciple, Puhray Zeh'lot. Now then, Prosecutor Samadi, your opening statement if you would.
Certainly. The accused has now slain 2 of the most devout clergymen in Khura'ism. Even if one of them is a rebel, but you know, that aside. Even the lowest level of hell, the hell of tickling, would not be punishment enough.
Oh God! What's even further below that?
Below that is the hell of Larry! Ah! You're hounded day and night by 30,000 Larrys who follow you wherever you go!
Oh God! Oh sweet merciful Jesus! What? Who the fuck would come up with that? No! No!
Nick, come down!
No! I don't want to die now! Fuck this, why I'm out! I'm making a run for it! I won't let that happen to me! Colt? Then, what terrible fate awaits her?
What do you think, Bob?
What's up? How's it going?
Oh, who the fuck is this now?
Bob Good Mickey's. I got pulled over for a DUI, now you got me. Ah, bleh.
You keep getting more and more disgusting. Who are you supposed to be?
I'm nobody important, but the people want to know who I am. Ah,
Oh, God.
Bogly Poke in Hell, a realm of eternal agony. They shall suffer the endless punishment of a Jagar by the galoon of Polomoten.
the hell are you talking about?
Shut up! Furthermore, Gujama...
Enough! Oh my God! Those words. My blood runs cold at the mere thought of such a terrible place exists. I was gonna ask for a translation, but on second thought, ignorance is bliss. Now then, please continue, minus the part about the terrible hell awaiting the accused.
As you wish. Time to whip out my big scroll. The victim in this heinous crime was the High Priest disciple, Avatar Aang. Oh wait, not Praise a Lot. He'd been training under the High Priest while living at the priest's home.
I had met him a number of times. He seemed like an earnest young man. I wish I could control the four elements. Now, how tragic that he met such a terrible end.
I'm wondering if he managed to get up and then went back to his resting position and killed there later, or was he killed and then put there by somebody?
The murder occurred at the Plaza of Devotion during the purification rite. It was a bold crime, carried out while the plaza was full of the faithful deep in prayer. The war-bad dagger was found impaled in the victim's upper back. The stabbing caused a spinal cord injury that killed him instantly.
Ah, the war-bad dagger, Lady Kira's weapon of choice.
We have already established that the accused prints were on the weapon. Incredibly damning evidence in itself.
No! I didn't do it!
Objection!
I said that. Hold your tongue. Now, being that the accused Maya Faye is a serial killer, the prosecution believes that the death penalty is the only possible sentence. But then again, we were gonna kill you before anyway, so, whatever. We'll just kill you twice.
Will the events care to respond? Yeah! Fuck you! The accused is innocent, and nothing convinces me otherwise! Nothing! After all, the crime scene was packed with worshippers. How could my client possibly have committed this murder without a single witness? Oh, God.
The accused's fingerprints on the murder weapon alone is enough to render a verdict. As such, I see no need to debate this any further.
What? He's right. Let's go ahead and wrap this shit up. Well, once our benevolence conducts our seance, it will all be clear for all to see.
Your Majesty, might I have a word?
Is something the matter, Prosecutor Samadi?
Oh, is he not going to want her to show it? Because it actually shows something that might help us?
It is about the Divination Seance.
That's enough! Shut up, Nayuta!
Your benevolence!
Stop right there, Prosecutor Samadi!
As you wish. Forgive me for overstepping my bounds.
What was that all about?
Barbtet, have you made peace with your fate?
Or maybe he just simply doesn't trust in her ability to paint a good picture for him. I think he is sort of losing faith in Rafa here. But she's like, no, I want to prove Phoenix wrong.
For this time, the Divination Seance will bring you to your knees!
Whatever, little girl, bring it on! I'm ready, and I accept your challenge! The only problem is, I have no weapons at my disposal. Except for my big old finger. Our only hope now is what we can glean from the seance vision and Rafa's insights. Very well. The Divination Seance, if you please, your benevolence. Better be something good in there for me.
Yes, let's begin! Nina! Hiya! Okay, I think I might skip this, because it's just kind of the same thing.
Time for her to do a little chant and her dance.
Holy Mother, we hold this Divination Seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. Oh, dance
Our
of
ears be
devotion,
Q-tipped.
guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Okay, here we go. You guys ready? It's about to get crazy. Okay, now. Ah, you should see my little dance again.
Okay, what do we got?
Oh my god! Is it just darkness because he's just been he's just been praying these past few days? I don't get it. Why wasn't there anything to see? Your benevolence! What in the world?
I was unable to evoke any sort of response.
Oh.
I called out the spirit's name many times, but to no avail.
Oh, is that what Nia was trying to say? Uh-oh.
Just as I thought.
Wait, or does she know that we don't?
I'd sought to confirm the contents of today's Divination Seance. After all, it's customary for the prosecutor to verify beforehand.
Come to think of it.
I must go perform a divination seance for Puhray Zeh'lot. It is our custom for the prosecution to review its contents before a trial begins.
And that is why I sought to stop her benevolence from performing it here. To save her from the embarrassment. However, she insisted that it be done. She wished to try it one more time here in the Hall of Justice.
It would appear benevolence is tired from her manifold duties.
Could it be, because it does seem like we're suggesting that there is some spirit possession going on here, right? So could it be that his spirit is stuck inside somebody else right now? That's why she can't talk with him? Of Puhray Zeh'lot?
I not anything of the sort!
It seems our little priestess is just a little too Cinderella this morning.
No, Baka! Victor's spirit will not answer my call, but I know not why. It is my sacred duty to convey the truth through the Divination Seance.
Rafa, what are we to do without a Divination Seance? Like, talk this shit out like a regular trial? That's nonsense!
I suppose I shall have to deliver the last rites without them. The prosecution has already taken that into account when preparing for today. I am fully capable of proving the accused's guilt, with or without a Divination Seance.
Ah, shit! Well, there goes my fucking possibility then. Ah! 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 You never failed to impress, Prosecutor Somebody. I was really hoping for an extra tidbit of info there. This is bad. Divination Seance is one of my one and only hope. God damn it! Rafa, you shit! Your Majesty, her benevolence says she isn't tired. So, should we try to find out why the Divination Seance failed?
Huh?
How curious, Mr. Wright. Why have you suddenly taken such a keen interest in the Divination Seance?
Yes, explain yourself. The Divination Seance is for shedding light on an accused's crimes. It is the Holy Mother's hammer of wrath that's ever poised to pound you into your grave. Why are you being nice to me? You should fear it, not plead for it.
I believe in my client. Plus, yesterday, somebody told me something that changed my mind. The Divination Seance was once thought of as just another piece of evidence. If we were to correctly interpret the visions through careful analysis, then they would lead us to the truth about what really happened. And the truth will show that my client, Maya is innocent.
The truth is, you don't have anything else to fall back on, huh, Nick?
Shut up, Maya! Maya, please, you're not helping!
How dare you! The voice of a Minima is to be feared, not utilized by vile lawyers such as you!
Shut up, little girl, you don't remember anything! Get outside your little bubble!
Seances exact a heavy toll upon the royal priestess. It would be best not to burden her any further. Or does the defense feel that it can impose no counter arguments without the seance?
No, of course not. I just, trying to help her out because clearly she really wants this. You saw right through me. Have to find a way to make the Divination Seance happen, or we're toast. Well, since the Divination Seance is not possible at this time, I see no other choice. Let us proceed with the trial without the seance, as Prosecutor Sanmati suggested.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I would not forget this, Barb Ted! This will not be the last you see of me!
Hey, get back here! I didn't say you could leave! Ah, shit.
Now then, I will now proceed by providing an outline of the case at hand.
Very well. The lead detective would please come to the stand. We may begin. Guess we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Oh, here we go again. I got the snack ooze out. Sorry, Mr. Wright.
Detective Sky, I understand how you would wish to save the accused in the defense. They are your friends, after all, just like the last case, coincidentally enough. But you must let them go and move on. Let it go. Let it go!
But...
There's only one way to save them now. By giving their souls the chance to burn away the taint of their sins in the infernal flames.
Oh, I can't do this!
No, not the snack ooze. Emma, just quit the shit. Oh, no eating in the Sacred Hall of Justice.
It's snack who, you old fuck!
Oh, these are pretty good, actually.
Miss Sky! Yes? Don't worry about me, and Nick. You just do your job. I'm sure Nick will figure something out. He'll pull something out of his ass like he always does, right, Nick?
Yeah. Eventually.
Ah, sad Emma face, so cute.
Right. Thanks, Miss Faye.
How very brave for a criminal with a tainted soul. Very well, Detective Sky. Please proceed.
Okay, I can do this. Let me start with an overview of this case. Here we go!
What you got for us, Emma? Overview of the second murder.
The latest victim was Puhray Zeh'lot. He had been training under the High Priest, living at his house for the past 2 years. The High Priest's widow, believe in me, has identified the victim's body. He may not have been mistaken for a rebel and killed due to his connection to the High Priest. Or he may have been mistaken for a rebel.
I see. Well, that certainly makes sense. Would the defense care to respond? I didn't spot any inconsistencies in her testimony so far. I don't have any evidence in my arsenal. What am I gonna do now? Press, baby! What is it, Maya?
I was just wondering about how much the police actually looked into Acolyte Zeh'lot. Because it might just prove to be the key as to why the Divination Seance failed.
What are you getting at?
Well, it's just a hunch.
Wait a second. During my investigation, Rifa told me about how the Divination Seance works. If I can figure out why it failed, maybe she could try it again. Okay, time to press for some more information. Let's do it. Bring it on, Yudi.
Don't call me that. Nobody's called me that in fucking... Wait, how old am I? 25 years! Oh, damn, Dad's is 46? I was figuring he's like in his early 30s. Guy ages pretty well. Alright. The latest victim was Puhray Zeh'lot.
Hold it! Who's that?
For God's sakes, Mr. Wright!
What kind of person was Acolyte Zeh'lot?
According to the neighbors and others who knew him, he was a deeply devout youth.
I too have heard his name mentioned as one who was a fervent practitioner. I suppose you might say he was the High Priest's star disciple.
Furthermore,
He had been training under the High Priest and living at his house for the past 2 years.
2 years. Are you sure about that?
where he took statements from his neighbors and his fellow monks. They all cooperate with our initial findings.
What about you, Maya?
Well, when I first came here, I saw Zeh'lot praying under the High Priest's instruction.
I see. So the results of the police investigation seem to check out. Okay.
The High Priest's widow, Believe in Me, has identified the victim's body.
Was Mrs. Inme's positive ID the only way you verified the identity of the victim?
Huh? Well, no. We also checked the ID card he carried and the data in his family registry. But
What?
his personal information didn't match any of the public records we cross-referenced.
Oh. Let's have a look at this picture again. Well, it definitely looks like the picture we have here, right? Are we saying... Oh. No, maybe that's not his real name. That's the point.
Maybe that's why the Divination Seance failed.
I'm not sure what you mean, Mr. Wright.
Here's what I'm thinking. His address was wrong. Puhray Zeh'lot is a fake name! Yeah! The victim decided to hide his identity for some reason. In other words, he was using a fake name. His name is That's a Rebel. The royal priest used the deceased face and true name to summon their spirit.
What? Why, yes. That is indeed true. How'd I get back up here so fast?
If he was using a forged ID, and there is no mention of him in our public records, then he was likely an illegal immigrant. They are not uncommon here in Khura'in, just like that weird gold-suited fruit bag from earlier.
Yeah, he was a fruit bag. An illegal immigrant. Come to think of it, Rifa mentioned something about immigrants yesterday.
But if that's the case, we have no way of knowing who he really is. We'll have to proceed without holding a Divination Seance this time.
No! I'd always thought that Wright Zeh'lot was Khura'inese. Oh, the High Priest must be lamenting his disciples' deception in the Twilight Realm. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think? Should we add this to the testimony? Duh! When do I not want to add to my testimony? It's an important fact. Please add to the testimony. It would seem to be a fact most inconvenient for the defense. But if you insist, Dr. Sky, please add what you just said to your testimony.
Yes, Your Majesty.
He was an illegal immigrant, so we don't know his real name. I don't really see anything off the bat, so let's press her here.
Isn't there some way to track down his real name?
No, not if he was an illegal immigrant.
Have you actually confirmed that he was in Khura'in illegally?
Well, we don't have any conclusive evidence. There's also no evidence of him being a citizen of Khura'in either.
Oh boy! Now what do we do?
But if there was a clue in the evidence you gather.
It's probably our only hope at this point. If there was an illegal immigrant, our proverbial goose is probably cooked.
Saying the evidence already? The peach shape on his neck?
Objection!
Oh, I guess we are referring to that. His name is Peach Man! Sorry, Detective Sky. I guess? The police missed something important in their investigation.
Huh? What are you talking about?
The victim was undeniably a Khura'inese native. And this crime scene photo proves it. It does. It's a little hard to see, but look clearly. You'll see a clear proof that the victim was Khura'inese.
Where? I don't see anything that would prove that.
Hey. This proves that the victim was Khura'inese.
Probably. That's that? But why?
I don't get it. Look at this tattoo right here. Why, that's a tattoo of a peach? Blah. Yes. All Khura'inese love peaches. Of course. What decisive evidence that is. I'd like you all to think about the meaning of this tattoo.
Oh, the victim really liked peaches?
Well, peaches are a favorite delicacy here in Khura'in.
They happen to be a personal favorite of mine. The sweetness of their abundant nectars and the softness of their perfectly ripe flesh.
Yeah, it sounds weird when you say it like that.
They are a blessing from the Holy Mother herself.
Yeah, pretty good. You play your cards right. You didn't let you squeeze my peaches too.
Oh, God, wait. What are you even talking about? You're a butterfly. You don't have any of that.
Well, it's possible I do somewhere more. Nick, I've still got a crave for peaches.
I better try my out. Right now, we have to get bigger fish to fry.
No, I said peaches, not fish.
God damn it! Fortunately, that is not a tattoo of a peach.
It's not a peach, you say? Then what is it? Not peaches! I say, really pissed?
Take a closer look. Oh! Haven't you seen something like that before? I never fucking would have guessed that. Be honest. Did I feel like that's a really hard one. That's a really hard one to figure out. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of other people just picked that but didn't really know why either. I mean, I could be wrong, but like, how often are you're not looking in here, right? Most of the time you're gonna be looking in your evidence. And even then, it's still not that obvious that it's the same image. Haven't you seen something like that before? But again, I'm assuming that it's just me. Another tattoo on the high-priced brow. Oh my!
What?
This mark is only borne by members of the Khura'inist clergy.
So that is what you believe it to be. But are they not utterly different shapes?
Sure, they're shaped differently. There's a reason for that. The victim had the peach-shaped tattoo inked over an existing tattoo for some reason. However, the dark red portion is exactly the same as the mark all Khura'in is clergy bear.
Hey, you're right.
So clearly he thought a peach was less embarrassing than what it was before. Till about 20 some odd years ago. Everyone did get one, didn't they? I myself bear one of my right
Anyway, it's entirely too much information, Your Majesty.
Oh my god, you're just like Paya!
Yes, I also have a blemish on my right butt cheek.
Let's show it together!
Yeah, here we go.
Oh my god, oh!
Oh, here it is. This is Scout tribe. Wait for it. Yeah. Come over here, boy. I'm gonna play patty cake with the butt cheeks.
Information on everyone who enters the clergy is maintained in the temple. All we have to do is look up a monk with a mark in the same spot.
I'm on it. I'll let you know if I get any hits.
That will not be necessary. If you seek information on the clergy, I've got it right here. I have it all right here.
Keep everything in that scroll, don't you? Oh my, you never cease to amaze. So, tell us, is there anyone who fits the bill?
There's just one, and his name is Real Name.
Oh, you're so fucking full of shit. Fuck.
Wow, what a big fat middle finger of a name that is. Real Namer.
And then we're gonna find out that's not his real name, and then his real name is, no, this is my real namer.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Uni. No, I'm serious, it's really it. I mean, it's a bit of a mouthful, but it's what it says here. Oh my god, it's so ridiculous.
Became a monk 20 years ago.
That'll be interesting though, because now Yuta has not seen the Divination Seance either, so he doesn't know what to expect.
That must be the victim's real name. Of course it is. It's in his name. Real Namer.
I like it's written in a way that actually sounds like it's almost like a Japanese person say, real namer.
Why would oh shit? I skipped over that. But why would he have tried to cover up his tattoo with another one? Yeah, must have been some reason.
Nick, it's not important right now. The important thing is we know his real name.
Maybe because he was a rebel and he didn't want the other people to realize he was a clerk. No, but they, yeah, whatever.
You're right. Your Majesty, and we know the victim's real name. The divination seance might finally work. A lawyer who willingly seeks a seance. This is entirely unprecedented, even though shouldn't I have been around for those previous cases back when this was still a thing? So shouldn't I still remember that? How old am I?
You are but digging your own grave defense.
We'll know that until we try. Sure, it's risky, but it's our only hope. I'm already fucked, so might as well, right? Very well. Let the divination seance be held once more. Do your dance again.
Okay, for realsies this time. Why would a lawyer work so hard to see the Divination Seance be held once more? You are a fool, Barb Ted, and your foolishness shall yield you no gratitude from me. You foolish fool.
I'll go away from me, my karma.
For with the truth revealed by my insights, I shall gladly seek your demise.
Blah. Bring it on, princess. Because I will correctly interpret each and every one of your dumb insights.
Huh! Shut up! You will regret ever thinking you could use my secret insights as evidence. Okay, we're just gonna do the exact same thing again.
Oh, holy
Oh,
mother,
yes, we are.
let
Okay,
the
okay.
eye
That's
of
enough.
Dante
Yes.
may-
Unclog your ears and unplug your butthole. We get it.
Do.
Okay, what we got? Please. Plume Punch. Oh, Plume Puncher theme. Heavy. Oh. Ow! What? So he really was. Well, he could still have killed the other person, gone back to his spot, and started praying, right? So. Like, he could have killed Abbott and me as Lady Kira, gone back to his spot, and then got him fucking smushed. So he did. Okay, there's our connection. Finally. The Plume Punisher theme from the fucking keychain that unfortunately Maya owns. Okay, that didn't actually help our case, Maya. You totally did it.
Ah, damn it!
Oh my.
Got heavy.
Just as Mr. Wright surmised, Puhray Zeh'lot wasn't the victim's true name. And now at last we have seen the victim's final moments. But all we could see was the ground.
You seem terribly disappointed. I take it you did not find any fodder for one of your infamous turnabouts.
You know about my turnabouts?
I, on the other hand, have discovered something. Conclusive evidence that establishes the accused's guilt.
You did? Yes! That lawyer's blood shall rain today. A most surprising surprise attack. So, tell us, Prosecutor Submani, what is this conclusive evidence you have found?
The Plume Punisher theme song that the deceased heard.
Ah, damn it! He knows it too!
Please consider this item here.
Damn it! Maya, why'd you show us that stupid thing?
I thought it was cool. I thought you'd like to see it.
No! It's just a ripoff of the fucking Steel Samurai! Why do I want to see this stupid shit? Damn it! You fucked us! You fucked us all, Maya!
It was confiscated from the accused during her interrogation.
Hey, that's my Plume Punisher strap.
It's mine now, bitch! When you press the Magatama on the Plume Punisher's belt.
It's a rip-off of Steel Samurai! Oh yeah. Remix. Maya, did you really have to wear that thing while you were killing that dude?
Yes, it's my favorite show, Nick.
Seems the accused inadvertently pressed the button in the midst of a crime. This strap is an extremely rare item. Is it not, Miss Faye?
I think I might have figured it out. So, it's clever. So he hears the Plume Punisher theme, but it's not really the Plume Punisher theme he's hearing. He's hearing the Steel Samurai theme, which is similar sounding, right? Because they are essentially the same theme, just slightly redone. Which means, oh, I'm totally gonna be right. It was gonna be the wife that killed him. I bet. I don't know if it was the same person that she was the one that killed her husband as well. I think though it was this guy that killed her husband and she killed him as payback. No, it's gonna be the watch on her wrist making that sound. I'm just fucking betting. Calling it. Come on. Why else would that watch be there?
You better not break it.
But to him, he hears it and he thinks the Plume Punisher theme, not the Steel Samurai. The only thing though is how we're gonna prove that.
There's only one of those in the whole wide world.
But, Maya, no! You idiot! Oh, I was about to say, I mean, you could buy that at our gift shop, but nope.
Then she said,
It's just as I said. Your flights of fancy have come crashing down on you. Die! She says he's be enjoying this.
Yep, she wants to see us die really badly. Yeah, never seen her look so thrilled before either.
It's time to accept the fact that Divination Seance is far more than mere evidence. It's the very truth that brings the hammer of justice down upon the accused.
That's just as conclusive as evidence can get. Now then, if there are no further objections. I've got an objection. Slow down there, Your Majesty. At least let me make a counter-argument. Oh, what's this? Do you take issue with the Divination Seance? Oh, I have issues with it. Just don't know what they are yet. But that's never stopped me before. The Divination Seance is not the absolute truth. It only becomes the truth after it's been interpreted correctly.
Grr! Do not know when you are beaten, do you, foolish lawyer? I am the only one who speaks for the Minima of the deceased. If you believe there to be errors in my insights, then let us see you prove it. You big meanie, I'm gonna get you!
all right. How do you interpret this, Rafa?
The victim was offering up his prayers. It was the night of the rite. The pattern on the plaza's ground was visible in the darkness. Then, someone was there, and the theme to the Plume Punisher filled the air. The accused held the victim down and plunged her dagger into his upper back. The blade struck true, and in that instant, he departed from this world.
I believe what that the heaviness, could it be that he was actually in the like based on the way the floor is? It's the same kind of floor that could be here. And this thing fell on top of him? Well, but then he would be in the water though. Because if it's falling backward or forward, all there's river there, right? I don't know, I was thinking somehow the block fell on top of him.
That is everything the deceased experienced in his final moments.
The benevolences and sights have painted a detailed picture, both vivid and true, and rather gory as well.
I didn't notice any holes there. As they stand now, since that's are really stacked against us. I'll just have to go over each and every one of the deceased sensations very carefully.
I think the issue here, okay. Oh, Ginjil? Heavy. Bloom Punisher theme. I think the issue is that Maya's not that heavy though, right? Okay. Oh no! That isn't the floor. That's not the floor. That is this thing. That's what he was pushing on that? And then it, oh, clever. Okay, so he pushed that. Started heavy, was it pushing the other way? And then he fell backwards into the dagger, maybe?
Objection! Oh, come on! I can fucking prove it! It's right there! I have a picture that shows exactly what that was. Fuck you! We're gonna have to go about the slow way, right? Sometimes I feel like that's what happens sometimes in these games, where you can easily sort of jump ahead and be like, okay, I've actually got the evidence to prove this one thing, but wait, you know, we gotta work our way over to it first. I kind of had a feeling that wouldn't work, but I want to try anyway. Okay, so we got the Gingal, the Ginjil, and Heavy. Does hit me though that this actually does look exactly like the carpet. Coincidentally enough, what are the odds of that? I am really struggling on what this one is. I don't see anything that really doesn't line up with what she's saying. I mean, I get what actually happened, but I can't really prove it in this without actually presenting the evidence in my court record. So right now I'm just trying to find what's inconsistent from what she's saying to what's actually happening here, and I just can't seem to figure it out. Objection! Oh, that was it? Oh my god! Was it really the night of the Wright? Okay, so I was basing that off of what belief statement is about the Feast of Blessings, where it's customary to partake dishes with gilly. These dishes are only prepared during the feast, which starts at noon on the day before the rite and must be finished by 3 p.m. the same day. So why do you smell that?
What do you mean? It could not be otherwise. The accused slew Apollo Zeh'lot after killing the high priest during the purification rite.
The only problem is, the sea spirit does not corroborate that.
What's this?
Take a good look at what the victim smelled. Do you see how it says Gingili? Gingil. Apollo Zeh'lot shouldn't have smelled any Gingil the night of the rite. What do you mean? Let me back up my statement with some evidence for you. This should explain how the victim couldn't have smelled Gingil on the night of the rite. Booyah! High priest's wife, believe in me, told me about the Feast of Blessings. The feast includes a number of Gingil-based dishes. And it's just be served at a certain time the day before the rite. Why, I believe you're right. I completely forgotten about that. I call myself a devout Khura'in. During the feast, the unique smell of Gingil pervades the entire kingdom. The fact that the victim smells it means he was murdered between noon and 3 p.m. the day before the purification rite. Yes.
He'd been dead for a while, baby. So yeah, he did get killed in that other room and then put back into a praying position in his spot.
Huh! I'm not so easily fooled. Did that autopsy report not make it clear? The estimated time of death was during the rite.
All right. I told her about that yesterday. Blah, blah, blah. Forgive me your benevolence. But the estimated time of death is just that. An estimate. Depending on the circumstances, it's possible for it to change.
What's this? No! You lied to me, detective!
Like, if a body was kept cold, the slow rate of decay makes the death seem more recent. Why, I believe I've heard something of the sort before. Because I'm a judge! I should know these things. If it is as Mr. Wright claims, the estimated time of death in the autopsy report will have to be revised. There we go.
Barton, you blinded me with science!
Ha! In your face! Bill Nye lied to you, bitch! Sorry! Wait, what am I apologizing for?
Huh. No matter. The murder may have occurred in the afternoon hours the day before the riot. Nevertheless, the murder weapon with the accused prints on it is incontrovertible evidence. I will now amend my insight to account for this new truth. Insight revised.
Okay. It was the afternoon of the day before the riot. Though a bit dark, the pattern on the plaza ground was visible.
The time of death has been corrected, leaving my insight infallible. Nick?
Changing the time of death is bound to cause some sort of inconsistency. Find something that showed what it was like on that day. Could really help.
Yeah, it was supposed to be... raining? Yep. The thick white ice that froze the ground from the inner sanctum to the plaza until yesterday has melted away. It's the afternoon.
Right here, just look.
Objection!
Boom! You lied to me. The change in the date and time of the crime has caused a new inconsistency to surface.
What's this? No!
I love the real cherry on top of this little expression of hers is the way her little left eyebrow twitches.
You're making the irritating face again! Cease that at once!
And you're making that adorable face again. Ah!
Stop it!
Sorry, but this is the face I was born with. Now, let's focus on what is important. What the victim saw in his final moments.
Do you have bats in the belfry, Barb Ted? There's nothing to see. The crowd at the plaza was all that entered the victim's eyes.
I gotta say, the quote-unquote coincidence of the floor being exactly the same as that stone tablet is a little ridiculous.
That's what I find so strange. Ugh. On the day before the riot, should have been possible to see that pattern on the ground. Impossible, you say? Do explain. This piece of evidence shows why the plaza's crowd was not visible that day. Fucking newspaper. This newspaper has an article that is tiny in size, but huge in importance. It says the ground was covered with thick white ice the day before the riot.
What? But...
Oh God, we're doing this again, aren't we? You're gonna fuck up, aren't you, Rafa?
No!
The victim did not see so much as an ice cube on the ground. Blah. Exactly.
No, you're not doing it right, Phoenix! It's me!
Oh, what the hell's that?
That's my new butterfly friend. Just ignore her. She's the weirdest one out of them all.
Hell yeah, boy! I'm weird and kicky, yeah!
So we must ask, what was the victim looking at in his final moments?
If you have something to say, then say it!
The last thing the victim saw was not the ground at the plaza. No shit. Okay, good. We're getting right to it. It's going to mean that he was killed elsewhere.
What?
What? What? Ellipses?
What?
But where do you propose the victim was actually killed?
Yes, tell us where! Otherwise your argument is worthless!
About that. Hadn't gotten to that part yet. Any ideas, Maya?
Let me think. Well, it's somewhere green and shaggy, right?
Right. Where could that be? Come on, we already know.
What is it, Barb Ted? Giving up already?
No, not at all. Now where if I see something gray and shaggy? Okay, come on, let's just do it. This just shows where the victim was killed. Okay. Booyah!
The rebel scum hideout.
The secret hideout the rebels were using.
The rebel hideout? There was no such place anywhere on the floor of that chamber.
You're absolutely right. There's no place on the floor anyway. On the floor! Then what did the victim see in his final moments if not the floor of the rebel hideout? It couldn't possibly be. This was the victim saw in his final moments. Clearly, it was this fucking crossbow. No, it was this freaking decor. Come on, people. Do I really even have to point out to you, you stupid assholes? The shaggy green surface the victim saw was one of the moss-covered stone slabs. There's his handprints right there, for God's sakes. You can see there are two distinct hand-shaped impressions in the moss here. I believe the victim was killed while he stood there with his hands pressed against the slab.
Based on where the blood stain is, too, I believe he was actually on the ground, right? Like, he was being crushed by the thing, but was the dagger then, like, directly behind him? Like, on the ground? Or on the statue, which got flipped around, maybe?
That does agree with the seance vision. However, one cannot definitely declare they are one and the same.
I concur. There is no proof that a murder occurred in the rebel hideout. Wrong!
Dean, what evidence do you have of this?
I've already shown you the evidence, you silly bugger! What do you mean? Please take a look at the second version of the photo I just showed you. You can see the results of the Luminol Test I performed on the rebel hideout. This is proof positive someone had been bleeding in front of that stone slab. Is this true? Blah. This information has already been provided to the police. Detective Sky, to whom does this blood belong to?
What? I thought it was the High Priest's blood and it floated in from outside. So we haven't tested it yet.
Then you must do so at once.
Yes, Your Majesty. Away! For science! I'm back!
It appears the police have finished testing the blood. Detective Sky, your report, please.
The blood found in the rebel hideout belongs to the Puhray Zeh'lot, just like the defense claims.
Detective Sky, do you realize what your blunder has done to me? When this trial concludes, I want to see you in my prayer chamber. There, I will deliver a joyous sermon unto you for your 8 hours straight.
I'm really sorry, but please, anything but that! Nick, maybe. This is where the chance we've been waiting for!
Yep, it would seem so. Hate to do this to Emma, but fuck her! I got shit!
Go for it! Connect forward, Nick! It's full speed ahead!
You've been hanging out with Edward too much. Victim was killed in the rebel hideout the day before the purification rite. Then, his body was moved to the Plaza Devotion by someone we've yet to identify. So, when we thought we saw Acolyte Zealot praying through the rite, he was already dead!
Oh, Chili!
And that's not all. He was killed at the inner sanctum. That would explain one more thing. And that would be how the time of death was made to look later than it actually was. The proof of which was left behind at the sanctum. This points to how the time of death was made to appear later than it actually was.
Ah, the blood in the water, right?
Take that!
Why? These are photos of the inner sanctum. I'd like you to focus on this one. Proof is right here in this photo. It's how the time of death was made to appear later than it really was. You see how the snow had been removed from this one spot only. It's because it was used to keep the victim's body cold.
Oh, no, okay. I thought we were referring to the blood in the water and I was suggesting how it had been there the whole time.
That's why the time of death wasn't what it seemed.
The time was mistaken, and the place too. Just what do you believe that proves?
That my client is innocent.
What of her fingerprints on the dagger, and the plume puncture thinking the victim hurt? You have failed to address these two key pieces of evidence.
I see your point. Come on, we just gotta work our way up to it, alright?
Was this your big chance, Nick?
You're the one who said it! I was hoping that difference in the location can invalidate either the weapon or the theme song for being used as evidence against you.
Actually, that might be possible. At least for one of them.
The theme song from the clock, right?
Really?
What's this? You say you can contradict our argument for a key piece of evidence? No! Very well, let us see you try. Nick, take a good look at the rebel hideout photo.
I know what it is. The defense can validate this piece of evidence. Fingerprints on the dagger. The Plume Punisher theme.
The Plume Puncher theme. And how do you intend to support such a claim?
Since the murder happened in the rebel hideout, there's something that played the theme song, other than my client's strap. It wasn't the strap. Is this true? The item that played the Plume Punisher theme song was this.
No, I think we're gonna figure something out that's gonna say that it couldn't possibly be that, right? I still think I'm right with what I was thinking before.
Take that!
That was the wife's watch. Otherwise, why would they sound similar too, right? It all just fits too well together.
It's the Plume Punisher alarm clock. I believe the victim heard its alarm go off.
What proof do you have that the alarm went off?
Objection!
Objection! What proof do you have that it was my client's strap that played the theme song?
Oh, Chili! Do not trust the facts with your lordly wiles! Either way, the accused would still be guilty based off of her prints on the murder weapon. And here's what really happened. This for realsies this time!
The victim stood with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. It was the afternoon of the day before the rite. Okay.
Though there have been some twists and turns, that is the truth of what happened. Yet again.
Ah! Won't get anywhere until I can eliminate the dagger. Most impressive, your benevolence. I see no inconsistencies anywhere in the prosecution's case, but then I said that for the last two of them as well, so what do I know? No, there is one. What's this? You claim there is to be an inconsistency?
Huh! Try as you might, the outcome will always be the same. Stop it! Stop finding my contradictions!
Okay, we're talking about the heaviness here, right? The accused plunged her dagger into the offenseless victim's neck. Then what's the heavy feeling?
Objection!
There we go. Yeah, the stone slab, he was feeling how heavy it was. There's the connection. The victim was originally thought to have been stabbed while bent over in prayer, but he was actually standing with his hands against the stone slab. That thing's wobbly. The question is, where did the sensation of something heavy come from? Yes, I see your point. Since the victim was standing, he couldn't have been held down.
Ah!
Then tell us, Mr. Wright, what was that heavy sensation felt by the victim?
What caused the heavy sensation Zeh'lot felt?
Alright, hell, I said that. Any thoughts, Maya?
I agree that sense of heaviness seems important, but there's also the matter of Zeh'lot's hands on the stone slab. Why were they even there?
Could it be related to the cause of the heavy sensation? Well, Mr. Wright, do you have an answer for us? Of course I do. I just envisioned the state Zeh'lot was in when he was killed. The cause of the heaviness the victim felt was the falling stone slab, the culprit jumping on him. Falling stone slab. The only conceivable cause is the stone slab falling over, trapping the victim underneath. What?
Huh? Oh! The stone slab came falling down on him, crushing him underneath.
Right. It was the cause of the heavy sensation the victim felt.
Objection! While your theory is impressive, you have overlooked a key fact. The victim was not crushed to death. Rather, he was stabbed.
Oh, yeah.
Or do you claim the dagger was plunged in after the slab had fallen on him?
What the hell that boy smoking, huh?
I know, I'm wondering that too, gross butterfly. Plus, if the killer had been behind the victim, they would have both been crushed together.
Well, would you care to explain? Sure, I'd love to. That doesn't mean I can. Could the dagger have been plunged in after the slab fell on the victim? The killer couldn't have plunged the dagger into the victim after the slab fell on him. But what if the murder weapon wasn't what we thought it was?
Well, there were other weapons in the rebel hideout. But the entrance to the hideout is right by the stone slab. There isn't even enough space between the two to use any of the weapons found within.
Was it the statue itself? Do we have a picture of the inner sanctum anymore? Oh wait, yeah we do. Was it that spiky bird?
Yeah, there's not much space by the entrance, is there? So what was the real murder weapon, then? Better think of something.
If the murder weapon what's in the dagger, the dagger must have been plunged into the victim after he was already dead. That means he was stabbed at least twice. The autopsy doesn't mention that.
Then he must have been stabbed in the same spot with something shaped like the dagger.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what's up?
God, seriously, I'm actually, after all this evolution of butterflies, I really want number 1 back. Number 1 was cool. Would the vets care to offer an explanation sometime this century?
Wait, wasn't there something dagger-like near the scene of the crime? Something that is similar shape to the Warbat dagger. How about the fucking Warbat itself? Present your evidence at this time, Mr. Wright. This shows we'll really kill the victim.
Take that!
Take that! Inner sanctum diagram. The inner sanctum's diagram. You're telling me this sheet of paper killed him? No! Fuck you! Maya's dead for that! No! I believe the murder weapon is somewhere in the sanctum. This is what really took Puhray Zeh'lot's life. This dumb bird! Fuck you! I told this bird was evil! But that is the...
The Warbat statue?
Blah. Exactly.
Bleh!
Warbat statue's dagger-like feathers protruding from it. This is what really took the victim's life!
You imbecilic fool. The statue's outside of the hideout. How do you propose it impaled someone who was inside?
Haven't you heard? The Warbat statue also functions as the hideout's door.
What do you mean?
The statue can pull a complete switcheroo.
A switcheroo? Hoodly doodly.
To put it simply, it's a revolving door. It was on the other side of the floor.
That's a sharp-ass statue.
Revolving door. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Ah, it's always gotta be one of them. And a Phoenix Wright game. Therefore, I believe the truth behind the Divination Seance to be this. As the victim entered the secret hideout, stone sculpture came toppling down toward him. Bah! He threw up his hands to stop it, but its weight forced him backwards. Unfortunately, the Warbat statue was right behind him. Oh, squish!
This cannot be! No! Fuck! Why can't I ever win? No!
That's enough!
That's enough! But the accused fingerprints were found on the dagger!
She had held it while rehearsing for the rite. But just winter prints got on it! Gah! This is a shocking turn of events, but there's a great deal of circumstantial evidence in the defense's favor. I believe we must accept that the Warbat statue was what killed the victim. There we go, get in my inventory! You dumb fucking evil bird! Now that we know that how Puhray Zeh'lot really met his demise, there's no basis for claiming my client committed this crime!
Nice work, Nick!
Yeah, we did it!
How can this be happening yet again? Divination Seance is the only truth!
Blah, blah, blah. No, your benevolence. It's not the truth itself, but it is a means for shedding light on the truth.
Ah! No, I don't like that answer!
Do you understand now? Your kingdom needs lawyers so they can interpret your insights.
But that means I have been misinterpreting the voices of the spirits all this time?
Your benevolence! Are you unwell?
I'm sad!
All the color has drained from your voice.
I will be fine. Continue your proceedings without me.
As you wish.
Ah.
Feel kind of bad for her. Oh, no, I don't. Now then, how would have the defense continue? Please explain what you have learned now that we know how the victim actually died. Nikolai Zeh'lot was killed in the hideout before the High Priest's murder. That means the body found at the Plaza of the Plaza Devotion was moved there by the real killer. But only after the war bat dagger was thrust into him, to make it look like the murder weapon. That does seem to agree with what we now know. But why would the real killer go to such lengths? I believe stabbing Nikolai Zeh'lot's body with the dagger and moving it to the plaza was a warning for the Twilight Realm. Crime committed for fun, to make it look like a serial murder. It was an attempt to make my client look like a serial killer. That's right, the real killer planned all of this. This forced serial murder case. They did.
That's it, Nick. Keep hammering away!
Satana! Here we go. Here comes throwing the beats at you. Your reasoning has more holes in it than the cheese you foreigners so enjoy. That's not me, that's the French people, you idiot. What?
Like those putrid hole-ridden clumps of curs that only rats like you could love. Your reasoning, much like your putrid hole-ridden brain, is past putrefied. Putrid.
What's with this deal with things going putrid?
I have yet to overturn my argument that the accused is the killer. A careful analysis of the chain of events up to the killing exposes the truth as follows. Disguised as Lady Kira, the accused found a rebel hideout the day before the riot. But Acolyte Zeh'lot had followed her there after noticing her suspicious behavior. Caught by surprise, she pushed the stone slab toward him, and we know the rest.
I've never been to the rebel hideout in my life!
When the High Priest arrived at the sanctum the next day, he realized what she had done.
Woo!
That is when the accused murdered him in order to silence him.
I believe Prosecutor Sarmati has posed a compelling scenario. The defense, on the other hand, has yet to disprove the accused's guilt. Objection! Why would my client move Acolyte Zeh'lot's body to where everyone could see it? Why would she stab the dagger with her fingerprints on it into his dead body? She had no reason to do any of those things!
The dagger in his corpse was likely a warning to the rebels. Something along the lines of, Lady Kira will slay the defiant dragons.
So that's why she moved the body to the plaza for all to see. Yes, it makes perfect sense. Now yes, the judge commits too. Come on, fuck you. Thought I finally made some headway. I'm just gonna automatically buy everything he tells me. Well, Mr. Wright, but time for one of your groans of distress, is it not? I mean, no. Groans of distress? Kills me to admit this, but I've got nothing to counter his argument with. And I still haven't disproven the allegations against Maya. Is it not time to end your futile struggle? You already judged guilty yesterday. That makes you a dead lawyer walking. Accept the death that now awaits you, and in doing so, finally know peace.
A dead lawyer walking indeed. Then again, are not all lawyers who practice in Khura'in? But I must admit, I misspoke earlier. Allow me to amend my statement. I said the defense's reasoning had a putrid cheese-like smell. But I now realize the stench was from his own putrid body on the verge of death.
Ew, gross. I'm a rotting zombie. Think, who could have killed Zeh'lot the day before the riot? Who knew about the rebel hideout and could gain access to the inner sanctum?
Only those involved with the right can enter the sanctum, so...
Wait a second. Only a rebel would have known about the secret hideout. The person who was involved with the riot had access to the sanctum. Who suspected of being a rebel is.
Okay, so it's gonna mean that he killed Puhray Zeh'lot, Abbott and me, but then who killed him, right? I got a little backwards there. The timeline's a little messed up. So yes, if he died first, or Puhray Zeh'lot died first, did the wife kill the husband then? Because she thought he was, because he was a rebel and that upset her? I don't know.
You rebel scum die! Does somebody come to mind?
Yes, there's one huge problem.
Each problem?
What are you two going on about? Plotting your escape from this sacred hall? Would not put it past you, considering you have no means to raise further objection.
If I don't do something, prosecutor, somebody will have this one in the bag. Just have to bluff my way out of this. Of course, that huge problem. Who gives a shit? Do it! Your Majesty, I believe there is another suspect in Puhray Zeh'lot's murder.
Even the most benevolent Holy Mother would not forgive such a desperate lie. After all, you know very well that such a person does not exist.
No, there is one person who knew everything. Does such a figure truly exist? Tell us, who might that be? I believe the prime suspect in Acolyte Zeh'lot's murder is my fate. Oh wait, shit. Okay, kill Maya. Ah! I was kidding, it was fucking this dude. It had to be someone allowed to enter the sanctum and who knew of the hideout. And that would be the High Priest. He could have committed the crime if it occurred the day before the rite. So snot.
Who pin a crime upon the dead, knowing very well they tell no tales?
Have you no shame? Dead men tell no tales. That's definitely a problem. Oh, if only the High Priest could tell his side of the story. Oh, Maya!
What? There's something on my face?
Maya, do your thing! Do your magic trick! Wait a demon second. Will this actually work?
Oh no, don't tell me if I have some of my breakfast caught between my teeth!
You do, but that's not the point! No, seeing the slightest possibility, I'll have to go with it! Your Majesty, dead men do tell tales! Therefore, would like to request the High Priest's testimony! His testimony? Just how do you propose we get the deceased to testify? There's no way for the dead to testify. It's known as Divination Seance again! Channeling! Summon him here by means of spirit channeling. What did you just say?
Spirit channeling! Has this lawyer finally gone insane? The sacrilege! May the Holy Mother strike him down!
Shut up, Larry. You've seen Maya do it a million times.
I know, I just want you to die, dude.
Peace! I am frankly astonished to even know of such a thing. But spirit channeling is a secret art that only Her Eminence Queen Khura'in can perform. No, she can't. Everybody can do it at where I come from. Her Eminence is far too busy with other duties to perform it at our pleasure. Yeah, I suspect as much. Means our only hope is. Come on, Maya! Your life is at risk. Do it!
It's okay, Nick. You tell them.
But Maya! I thought you wanted to keep it a secret here in the Khura'in.
Don't worry. It's not like it's against the law or violates some religious precepts, so I don't think we'll be punished. At least, I hope not. I don't know. Now you might throw your beads and cut your arm off with them or something, but aside from that, we're all pretty good.
Okay, well, if that's all it is, this is a crucial period for you. Decide whether you become master of Khura'in.
Well, we don't have any other choice. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to become master if I'm fucking dead. Now, do we? If I'm found guilty, it'll be a lot worse than becoming a master of Khura'in.
All right. Thanks, Maya. Actually, there is someone here who is capable of channeling spirits.
But even her benevolence, Princess Rafa finds the Divination Seance to be a challenge. Who could possibly have greater spiritual power than she, aside from the Queen?
That would be me. I have ultimate demon power.
Is this some sort of joke? A foreigner cannot possibly have such power. If the royal priest is capable of such a feat, she's fucking adorable.
Peace! Peace, I say! This is true. Is the accused capable of evolving the secret art of spirit channeling?
Well, yes. Yes, I can.
Now, Your Majesty, we'd like your pressure to begin.
No! No!
Who said that? We already know who said it.
You're a big phony baloney!
Your benevolence!
This is an outrage! An outrage, I say! First you make a mockery of the Divination Seance. Now spirit channeling?
Her benevolence speaks the truth. Spirit channeling is a sacred rite. It's really awesome. Foreign devils, I say they should be put to death immediately. Slay them all.
Still your voices! Bartek! Spirit channeling is the most sacred and secret of arts. Are you prepared to face the consequences of what you propose?
Blah, sure, whatever. You mean, I'm sorry, is this something worse than getting executed? Cause I'm already dead, bitch! Yes, I am. Your benevolence, are you saying you approve of their use of spirit channeling?
I will judge whether their claim is true.
Now trust me, you're gonna know, alright? It gets really weird.
This is another of their lies. They should be executed on the spot.
When have I ever lied? Very well, then. Your benevolence, one of the accused accidentally calls forth an evil spirit.
Do you truly believe this foreigner is capable of channeling spirits?
No, but I want to be sure, as I am responsible for the safety of all present. Okay, Maya, don't channel Dolly again. I swear to God if you do.
I won't, Nick! Jesus! Well, an inexperienced practitioner could inadvertently call forth a dangerous spirit. But do not fear, for I have a Magatama of parting.
Oh.
That's a thing that exists. With it, I can send spirits back to the Twilight Realm by halting the flow of spiritual power.
That is a relief indeed.
These foreigners have thrown down the gauntlet. Let us not shirk from their challenge. We must prove them guilty and deliver their last rites. Do I make myself clear, Prosecutor Samadi?
Girl, you're preaching to the choir. Perfectly, your benevolence.
Very well. The accused may channel the high spirit's priest spirit. But first, we must take a short recess to prepare. We will resume as soon as the preparations are complete. Until then, this course is adjourned! Ah! Fantastic! Wow, look at that! It's almost like having a to be continued! Oh, it is a to be continued! What? Oh my... What? What the hell was that? I thought we tossed those out the window! They're telling me they're back again? Make up your mind, spirit of justice! Seriously, what the fuck? Yes, that's right. Up to this point, we have done any more to be continues in the middle of a trial. But now we're just gonna do it again!
Oh my God, I actually thought about ending it like 5 minutes ago. Shit, you know how fucking ridiculous that would have looked last time? If I started 5 minutes into the next episode, and then, like, to be fucking continued? I would have been like, motherfucker, rip my 3D head in half and gone out and punched my neighbor right in his fucking face. God damn it. Would have been so ridiculous. This whole series would have been ruined. Oh, ruined. Oh, man, it's good, though. I still think the wife has got something to do with it. So, okay. I wasn't quite right, though. So, it wasn't that Praise a Lot murdered inmates. Inmate murdered Praise a Lot. But then, so who killed him? I feel like it's got to be the wife, right? Who else could it be? Who freaking else? I'll be curious to see what the reasoning is behind it, though. But anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite. And subscribe if you're not already. Become a picky penguin. Boy, this LP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy.